Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm Monique, and today we are going to be talking about my conception journey. Today we're going to be talking about how I got pregnant with my little baby boy. As a disclaimer, I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion a medical professional. I don't work in the medical field. I don't do medicine, like none of that. I'm not even in the work profession of medicine or anything that could be construed as medicine, okay? So if this interests you, go ahead and keep on watching. So guys, as a little backstory, I got pregnant with my first child in 2016, had her in 2017. She was a planned baby, but it was more like me and my husband wanted a child and just kind of baby danced until we got one. So we ended up getting pregnant, and that was my first baby. Now when she turned like 6 to 7 months, we were already trying to conceive our second born, but things just weren't working out for us. So what I did was I gave my body a little bit more of a break and took that break to like just retake some prenatals, you know, and we just wanted to make sure that she was settled and set up before we started to plan or prep for a new baby. When I went to my doctor, I'll always like let her know and make her aware that that's something that I was trying to do, and she would give me like tips and tricks and things like that, and we waited until she was a year old to start trying again. We're very much the type of people that are like, let's get them all out the way now while we're young so that we don't have to be, you know, 70 years old taking care of children. And if you end up being 70 years old taking care of a 2-year-old, kudos to you. By all means, I just don't want to do it. Okay, so at that point we obviously started going to our doctors. He went to his personal doctor, I went to my personal doctor, and we got checked out, checked up on, you know, made sure that we're just healthy in general. And at that time I was working overnight. My doctor told me that working overnights can, you know, not really stop you from getting pregnant, but can really like slim the chances of it, because your body's used to being up at a certain time and being asleep at a certain time. You know, your periods are used to your certain days being like this specific day. I didn't listen because I was just like, there's definitely people in the world who've gotten pregnant by working overnight. This is some gibberish. You're lying to me. I just took what she was saying with just a little grain of salt and was just like, okay, well, whatever. So I stayed on overnights. At the time I was working 6 to 2, and then I went even more overnight and started working 11 to 7 because we actually decided not to put Maya in daycare so early. I was still making sure to do the research. I was still tracking my periods and things through the Flow app, because I've been tracking that since like, I don't know. At that time, the only thing that I would notice is that sometimes I would go months without having a period, and then all that did was make me feel like I was pregnant. So I'd go to my doctor and be like, hey, I didn't have a period for 3 months. What's going on? I took a pregnancy test and it's showing negative. And then she would just let me know like, hey girl, it's because you're working overnight. And so I'd be like, aha, you're lying to me again. And so I just completely ignored literally everything she kind of said to me about working overnight and pregnancy, and stayed working overnight. After a while though, I did figure that it'd be best to move to mornings, because not only could we afford to put Maya in daycare, but I don't want to have her like not socialized with like other children. So we put her in daycare. I moved to morning. My husband was working like midday, like 10 to 7. So we barely saw each other, which slimmed our chances because like we're barely seeing each other. So when we did see each other, we were either tired or just rambling about how our day went. So we weren't really doing the needed, although we were doing all the research. Now, when researching, I found a lot of people use maca root and took the conception pills. Now at that point we didn't buy any of the pills because I just don't feel comfortable, you know, buying a pill on Amazon and then just taking it like it's truth. I was real skeptical about using any kind of pills from Amazon or, you know, anything that's not physically in a store, pharmacy, or somewhere over the counter. I'm out of breath. So at that point, we just kind of was like, okay, well, we didn't have to take any pills or do anything crazy for Maya, so why are we having to do it for this one? So we just went back to the old, you know, do the do and wait till it happens type thing. We've been wanting this for a while. So we bought the maca root, we bought the little conception pills for him and her. I started back taking my prenatals and my iron pills and things like that, just to make sure that my body was ready to even board a baby. I mean, we were taking these vitamins, taking these pills, and then I found this tracker on Amazon. Usually when you're reading up on like ovulation and conception and periods and blah blah, they tell you that, you know, you have a certain number of days that your cycle is for, and that could be like from 21 to 33, I think. I bought the ovulation test strip kit thing, and every day after the second day my period ended, I would pee on this stick and it would tell me if I'm ovulating or not. So after doing that for I think like 2 weeks, I saw that my numbers kept getting higher, like my ovulation chemical or whatever kept getting higher. So me and my man started, you know what I'm saying, doing the do. Once we did the do, a few months later we had the baby in the cuckoo, you know what I'm saying. After all of that time trying, literally me just tracking my ovulation with something where it literally shows me what level my ovulation is on, I was able to go ahead and conceive. Definitely track your ovulation with some kind of tracker. The one that I used was Pre-Mom, and it absolutely worked for me. I absolutely love the app. They had this little Facebook support group for other mommies that were trying to conceive. That helped out a lot. Now, some little things that you can add into your journey is definitely some Preseed, and Preseed just neutralizes the vaginal acidity so that the swimmers could swim a little longer, a little, you know, a little bit more without being attacked by acidity. Now, do not watch this video and think you finna go trap your man, trap your little side piece, trap your baby daddy that's messing around with somebody else and you just want him back. No, no, no. Do not bring children into this world until you are fully prepared, ready, and willing to care for them for the duration of their life, or yours if you die first. Anything dealing with a child, okay, just make sure that you're prepared, because if you're not prepared, it is, I mean, you can get prepared. You got 9 months to prepare, obviously, but at the same time, like, you need to have that stuff in mind. Have what you want for your child and your life and everything about it in mind before that baby is even here, okay? So I had some questions in my last video that I made, and just to answer those questions, I'm having a baby boy. His due date is April 24th, 2021, but I hope to self-induce on the 21st. The week of the 21st, I'm probably going to do a lot of, you know, exercising and eating pineapples and, you know, doing a do. Until I gain the confidence to try the midwife's brew that I've been hearing so much about, and hopefully that'll work to have him on the 21st. If not, I mean, he's gonna come when he wants to come. But yeah, I'm excited still, just waiting it out. If you made it to the end of this video, I want you to go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a, heart or something down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.